guys, thanks for stopping in to check out the video. Today, as you can see from the title, we're going to be talking technique-specific rods. Heard a lot of different opinions on them, whether people like them, dislike them. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you my opinion on them. If you guys are in the market for a new rod, you guys have to remember a rod is nothing more than a tool. It allows you to effectively present some sort of presentation, whatever you're using, to be able to cast it, retrieve it, impart action on the bait, feel a strike, get a hook set, all of those things. But again, it's just a tool. So using that same analogy, if I'm going to put this little tiny nail in a wall, hopefully you can see that, it's pretty small. I can put it in the wall using this hammer. This is a framing hammer. It's a little bit overkill though, and most likely I'm going to smash my thumb trying to hit that little tiny thing, and then I'm going to put way too much power into it because there's a whole lot of weight behind this. Now to drive this nail in, it'd be more effective to use this hammer. It's nice and light, small head, not going to smoke myself, but if we're going to put this nail in the wall, I can still put it in with this as well, but it's going to take a whole lot more effort. So the idea is to use the right tool for the job. Same thing with a rod. You can make something work, but it's better to have the tool for the job. Now if you look at a lot of these companies, they all have professional fishermen on their pro staff. These guys fish for a living. They depend on catching fish to earn money. So for them, having the exact right tool for the job is what they need. That's why you see these guys open up their rod locker and they have 30 or 40 rods in there. Now for the average everyday fisherman, that's definitely overkill. However, those specific tools for those jobs can come into effect for you. They've already done the grunt work to design a rod specific to a technique. It is the absolute best tool that they can come up with at this time to work with that presentation. Here's my recommendation on how to use them. If you're in the market for a new rod and you have a technique that you use a lot, it's your go-to, it's one of your favorites. If you buy a technique-specific rod for that specific technique, you have the best tool for what you're using the most often. So like an example would be, I like to throw a jig a lot. So if I buy a technique-specific jig rod, it's going to be great for that technique. I can use it for a spinnerbait, I can use it for buzz bait, I can use it for a lot of things. Texas rig, soft plastics, but it's built specifically to be a great jig rod. It'll do well with the other ones as well, but I'm getting the most use out of it for what that is designed for. Now as you add to your arsenal, you can add more technique specific rods as well, but like I said, if you're just getting into them, buy one for whatever you use the absolute most. Another good example would be like a heavy powered rod. If you like to flip and pitch a lot and the heavy cover and you like to frog, heavy power is a must for that. But if you're looking technique specific, choose the one that you do the most of. If you end up punching grass, buy a punching stick. You can still frog with it. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be more suited to what you do the most. You always want to use a technique specific rod in those go-to situations. Like I said, it gives you the best tool for that specific job. You can make it work for other things, but use it for what it's designed for the most, and then it's going to benefit you the most. One other rod that I would absolutely say that you must have though, that's a technique specific one, is a crankbait rod. I did a whole nother video on those. If you want to watch that, I'll have a link up above. I believe it's up here. I'll also put it in the description as well. But I really feel that a crankbait rod is a must-have for any serious bass fisherman at all. Anyway, guys, I tried to keep this one short and sweet for you. Just wanted to get my opinion out there. Hopefully help some of you guys that are in the market for a new rod. Maybe it'll help you decide whether you want to go technique specific or just want to go with a more broadened scope on things. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. If this video helped you out, make sure you give a thumbs up down there, and I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys, God bless, and good luck on the water.